Hello and good morning. Good morning. It's crazy because when I can't sleep. It's they playing in my energy. When I read the cards, I'm gonna read the cards later today, and then their energy is kind of come out. Their relationship comes out, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is about the past. And I'm like, I never talk about the past. I'm so glad. I'm so relieved. I thank God every day to get away from the fucking past. Like, oh my God, I got my own plate. I'm independent. I am good. I am okay. Like, life is not that bad. I can be alone, but it's like I'm okay being alone. Being married, that was when I learned to be alone. And I was married. How you married to a person and you feel alone? That's how I felt. I felt alone. I was always alone. I didn't have my person there with me. He was never there. He was always outside. He was always outside. He was always cheating. He was always doing something else. I was a homemaker. Like I cook, I clean, I'm in the house. I went to school. That's what I did. I would go to college. And I had to drop out of college because it didn't work out. And, that's why I started going back. I went back to college later in life, you know? And I graduated. And I graduated with my bachelor's in business administration with human resources because of the issues that I had to deal with within employment, you know, human resources, the things that's illegal, but they do it anyway. You complain and no one does anything. Is they all doing spell work, magic. The first, you know, my first marriage was the worst, and they cursed me. They cursed me to be alone. They cursed me. This is what they said. Nobody is gonna be with you with two kids. So like I had to stay with them. I was like, I'd rather be by my fucking self than be with you, you know? And then the girl was 16. She's 16. I'm in my 20s. 20. She's 11 years younger than me. So I guess I was like 27 and she's 16. I'm just like she can't even do nothing for you. But that's who he wanted to be with. What about the kids? Like, you gonna leave me with the kids? And he didn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, you got a good job because I'm working in the courthouse now. Oh, you got your parents, you have your family. But he turned my whole family against me. He cursed me to be alone. Nobody gonna be with you with two kids. And he was always doing spell work. Always. Always. We could never have a conversation because he's a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. This is going in the playlist of Rodolfo Fito Reyes. I never talk about this man. I don't ever talk about him because this is the worst time of my life. The worst time of my entire life was being married to this man. You know how happy I was to be rid of him? Like, and he left on his own. He left on his own because when a man has somewhere else to go, he's gonna go. So he always has somewhere else to go. So I'm like, let him go. Let him go. I went to Disney World. I went to Jamaica. I went wherever the fuck I wanted to go. I went everywhere, and the spell work, you have to take the kids on the weekend. Like, he was always stealing the kids' clothes, stealing their jewelry. I like jewelry. So I would always buy the kids jewelry, and it was sentimental jewelry. It was like a I wish you bracelet, and it was a heart, and each heart had a wish. And I gave that to my daughter. They done stole the bracelet. They probably doing witchcraft on the bracelet. You know, my son never cared for his father, because when I had my son, it was like I was giving birth. Like, I was having him and he wasn't home. I'm home alone and I'm giving birth and I'm calling him like, oh, I'm in labor, to come and get me. And then, because I was holding he was like in my stomach, and then I'm holding it because I wanted him there. I gave birth like in 10 minutes. He was born at 2:17 in the afternoon. When he was born, they didn't let me touch him. They didn't let me hold him. They didn't let me near my son. And I was like, what's wrong? And he was born with jaundice, and he had to be put under the light. He was born with all these allergies. I didn't know about the allergies until he got older, and I'm feeding him food, and he has an allergic reaction to the food. So I had to take him to specialists. I had to, it was a lot. But he wasn't there. He didn't even take me home from the hospital. Like when I gave birth, he left. And I wanted them to give me my baby. He wasn't there. Like he didn't wait, like for them to give me my son. He left. Oh, I got somewhere else to go, and he left. And his name was put on the birth certificate because I'm married. Because I'm married, so he didn't have to sign anything, and he never came back to the hospital. I was like, and I gave birth to my son. He was there, but he didn't stay, and he left, and he didn't come back, and I had to. I think his sister picked me up from the hospital. It was his sister and the man that she was with at the time picked me up from the hospital because he didn't pick me up. And I was just like, so I have my baby, my son, and I have a little baby, my daughter, and her birthday, January 18. Her first birthday, January 18. And I gave birth to my son January 17. So they're like a day apart. Their birthdays are a day apart, It's crazy. So I had 2 babies to take care of, and then I'm always by myself. All I had was my kids. It was a difficult time. It was a difficult time. When I was married, I hated being married. It was the worst time of my life. The only person that ever helped me was my neighbor. My neighbor. Her name is Ronchi. She was the only one that ever helped me. And then she used to think that I was bad because of him. Because he's Spanish, but I speak more English. I was never Spanish enough. Or I'm too hood, or I'm too black, or I'm too this, or I'm too that. Like something was always a problem. Anything I did was always an issue. It was like, I fucking hated him. Fucking hated him. And then it's like, and I'm with him, and then it's like, you gotta stay married because I got this job. So they're like, oh, you're married? So then it looks good on paper, but it's like, I hate this motherfucker. But then it's like, I don't know. I just stayed married. It was 10 years. I stayed married for 10 fucking years. It lasted 10 years because I filed for divorce in 2009. And he fought me for everything. He fought me for the kids. I was always in court. I was always in court because he was filing papers and child support because he didn't want to pay child support. He always wanted to modify the order. He always wanted to do something because he didn't want to take care of his kids. I filed the order of protection, just for him to get away. I think because he tried to rob me, steal my furniture, whatever, when I went to Disneyland. And he denied it. So because I filed the order of protection, then he go file an order of protection. You're the father of these children and I need something. So I'm calling, and then he called the police on me and said that I violated the order of protection because I'm calling him. But I'm